Welcome to the GCN...
I was going to say that.
Oh, you can say it if you want.
Okay. Welcome to the GCN Tech Show.
Finally, Ollie and I have been reunited after a couple of weeks apart.
Yeah, and we've got loads. New bikes galore, 3 of them, a magic water bottle, and some new cycling clothing from high street fashion retailer Zara.
We're also going to be discussing what is the most aesthetic or beautiful part of cycling. Not just our thoughts, yours as well, because you've been letting us know over on the GCN app.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Cycling, it's a beautiful sport, isn't it? There are loads of fantastic visual images associated with it, and it's one of my favourite things about it. But what is the most aesthetic sort of thing in cycling? We asked this question on the GCN app and got loads of great responses, so we're going to share a few of them here. But first, what is your ideal cycling image?
Well, I think for me, the ideal cycling image, it stems from a racing background for me.
Right.
Think along the lines of peak Julian Alaphilippe era when he won the Worlds. I think it was 2021.
Yeah.
Solo victory. In my head, I've got this image of him attacking across the top of one of the climbs, like big open backdrop.
It was amazing that they had that helicopter shot.
Yeah.
Because they had the same with Van Vleuten as well. It was
the tracking shot of the helicopter. Unbelievable. That is what does me. Racing shorts jersey.
Yeah.
French national kit, which is obviously a lot more plain than team kits.
Yeah.
Modern bike, but not uber aero. Tan wheel tyres, deep wheels, and white shoes, white socks.
Just looking
for me, that's
shredded, on point.
Well, the shredded bit doesn't really bother me too much, but like athletic shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, you hit us.
I think I would do that.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna make a few modifications.
Feel free, yeah.
Jersey, I know, because this would never happen. Because it would never happen, right? Because it's like not aero, and he would have been caught by the bunch. But jersey open, flapping around.
Yeah.
Because it's like retro and Euro and like.
Yeah, it would make it cooler.
Yeah, it'd be cooler, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be cool.
And then the other thing is no bar bag. Absolutely no bar bag.
Why would you want a bar bag on?
Yeah, they look rubbish. But that's my opinion. So here are some of yours. Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
you go first. What have we got?
Right. Steve J.P. Arsons.
Steve or Parsons.
Says Ganna on his World Champs TT bike.
I mean, 100%.
Yeah. He's like he's statuesque, isn't he?
Yeah, absolute monster. Yeah, I can
does
go
look
with
amazing.
that. Whatever race you could pick any race and choose Ganna on his TT bike.
Ganna on his TT bike looks great.
Norm7311 says Sprinters track bikes, beautiful lines, and only the one necessary gear for propulsion.
There is something really like just nice and clean.
Well, it's just less clutter, isn't there? I think that's the thing.
But you know what? Like, what would you say though? Would you go like a sort of classic Japanese Keirin bike? Or like Hope Lotus modern thing?
Modern.
Would you?
Yeah.
I think that the classic Keirin bike looks cooler.
Yeah.
Because it's like just so like pure.
Well, this is the weird thing about it. We're going back to us again straight away. But some things I think are cool when they're like really modern, high tech, and some areas I think are cool when they're a bit more, not like retro as such, but original. Yeah.
Gareth Thomas says perfectly raked chrome forks on a steel Italian classic frame road bike.
I'm with you, Gareth.
I'm with him on that. Yeah. I think maybe if we change your image of Alaphilippe, but we have that steel bike with the perfectly raked chrome, that'd be even cooler, wouldn't it?
That'd be as cool as it gets. What else do we have?
JG Cockis.
Yeah.
Asymmetric lines of a Pinarello.
Yeah, I quite like that actually.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, cycling is generally quite a symmetric sport, I suppose. Is it? I don't know.
Well, the thing to point out that is if you've not seen our Pinarello Evolution video over on GCN, check that out because we were comparing like the old Dogma 65.1 Think 2 against the F8 and the Pinarello F, and they were actually Wiggins' old bikes. But yeah, make sure you stay tuned on the Tech channel and subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got an amazing like wind tunnel investigation to actually see the difference between those bikes, which is pretty cool.
You're saying we, it's the royal we. You basically did it all. Good job to you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Cannings has also joined in with the
Good
crowd
old Cannings.
He says, gold chain, gunwall tyres, not brown. Gives an example, Vittoria Pistas.
Yeah. I think he's right. I'm with him on that. Because you get now tan sidewalls, but they are more brown. The light, the, like gunwall.
The original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just come out of the rubber tree. Like it's it's just, I'm into that.
Only Dallas is they get dirty really easily.
I think, we need to have Alaphilippe on a gold chain as well. We need to tweak the image. Get that.
Oh, sorry, fist bump that. Yeah, cheers.
And give him some
And
nice
what else
cameras.
bike-wise are you feeling? Anything else that really does it for you?
Do you know what? Like, I like the classic kind of like shape of a bike.
Traditional.
We're sort of losing it. Yeah, with the standard double, diamond frame.
Yeah.
The flat top tube and some really nice chain sets, aren't there? Like, I'm a big fan of the old Cannondale SISL2 chain set from like the one that was inspired by the Porsche GT3 alloy wheel.
Okay, yeah.
They're really cool. They were on like the Super 6 like 10 years ago.
All right, I can get on board with that. Talking about chain sets or group sets or whatever, should I say. I actually quite like some of the modern aero chain sets, which I think is a bit out there.
Yeah, no, they're cool though. Yeah,
the SRAM Aero chainring does it for me.
Yeah, but that is nice. The 1x1.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of that. It does look really good. But is it nicer than like an old Campagnolo Super Record square taper one?
Potentially not.
Because like,
yeah,
come on, like those old campy chain sets, like all the machined like
they are cool
steel and stuff.
Yeah, modern group sets in general, I think are perhaps not as cool and iconic as some of the older stuff.
Do you know as well? I feel like we're going a whole wormhole on chain sets. And what's the nicest chain set? But
go on.
Like the Dura Ace 7000, the one where it's like 4-bolt but silver and black. I prefer that to the newer ones. Which
the
are like
silver
all
and black Dura Ace.
Yeah.
That might. I think
that's the nicest.
I think it's after 7,000. I can't think what number it is. Someone will let us know in the comments. Okay, I can get on board with that.
7,900, is it? That one.
Potentially.
Let me Google it.
Gonna Google it. We'll just wait. Good job the internet is so rapid here, isn't it?
No.
I think it's 9,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
9,000.
9,000.
Yeah, that's one of my favourites.
I've lost count.
So many.
So many.
There's a new one every year.
Yeah, I've lost count.
Should we go back to what some of the people have been saying on the app?
Yep.
Leah Morgan has been in next with what I'm going to put out there. It's possibly quite controversial. They say they really like oversized pulley wheels.
I mean,
they're aesthetic.
They do look cool.
Yeah.
Like there's no. I agree. I think oversized pulley wheel systems look proper cool and bling on a bike, and they do make you. They do make the good ones do make the drivetrain a teeny weeny bit more efficient. But before everyone descends in the comments, we're not suggesting you go buy one. Like, if you want to, live your life. But they, on a cost per watt basis, they're rubbish.
Yeah.
But they do give us
look cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Stuff that looks cool. So wheels, we agreed on tan wheel tyres, yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of wheel depth are you going for?
Oh, like what's the optimum depth, aesthetically speaking?
Yeah.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
Shall I throw mine out there?
Go on,
60 mil deep.
60s?
A bit deeper than normal. I tell you what I definitely don't like is mixed depth wheel sets. That doesn't do it for me. You?
Speaking of mixed depth wheel sets, that used to be all the rage about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Planet X, who in the news this week have just entered administration, Rotherham-based brand. They used to sell their wheels, which were all the rage like 10 years ago. Yeah. And they used to do this big thing where they'd sell like 1,000 mil deep rear, and you'd get like an 800 or 600.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Or 1,600 it was called, wasn't it? And you get like
but 1060, something like that.
Yeah,
lots of places have done it.
Nah.
Not
into that.
Thoughts on coloured bar tape and stuff like that? Unless you're leading the Grand Tour, I think it's a no.
Yeah.
All right.
I think, wheel depth. I'm going to go, I think optimum depth, aesthetically, on a road bike, 45.
45? Shallower than I was anticipating. The wheel depth, not you. That's the best joke I've ever said.
Oh.
I think, as I said at the start, a lot of what we're discussing around this is coming from a racing background. But it isn't just about racing. There's lots of different elements to cycling. And stuff that's aesthetic might not be that practical as well.
Well, yeah, I think a good example of that,
yeah,
bottles.
Yeah.
500ml bottles.
I think you got to have 500ml
500ml bottles look the best
yeah,
because they're not too big and they don't like dominate the bike. But, you know, I'm doing some big endurance things over in the summer. Like I got this Tour de Station Ultra 1 million thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try and get litre bottles on the bike.
Really?
Oh. So much more practical. You stop less. You carry more fluid. Like the extra weight of the fluid is going to save you time.
I get
not having to stop.
Well, I mean that's the
fuel.
crux of this conversation. Is like
it's more practical.
Just because it's beautiful doesn't mean it's practical.
That's it. There you go.
All right, well, I'm glad we cleared that up. So, yeah, do keep letting us know your thoughts on the most aesthetic part of cycling, not only over on the GCN app, but also in the comments section down below. So I'll pick some out for next week. Right, I guess we should dive onto hot tech, shall we?
Let's do it.
So last year, Zara entered the cycling clothing market with a selection of different cycling-orientated products. But it would appear that they've expanded that range to include a few new items. Do you know how I know this?
Because you're a regular shopper at Zara.
No, I'm not. Oh. I have shopped there before. But I'm basically just constantly bombarded with ads on Instagram about it.
Really?
Yeah, I can't get away from them.
Here's what they got.
Well, the main product that I've been seeing a lot of is something called a strappy cycling culottes.
What?
Which I'm gonna
beg your pardon?
I'm gonna say it's a bib short, but I'm not sure what culottes actually means.
I'm gonna Google it. Culottes.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, culottes are an item of clothing worn on the lower half of the body.
Yeah.
The term can refer to either split skirts, historical men's breeches, or women's underpants. This is an example of fashion industry words taken from designs across history, languages, and cultures, then being used to describe different garments, often creating confusion among historians and readers.
And thanks for clearing that up.
The French word culotte is a pair of panties, pants, knickers, trousers, shorts, or historically, breeches.
All right.
They're bib shorts.
They're bib shorts.
What on earth is a culotte?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Quite a cool sort of colour and palette way of the jersey as well, which, hey, I mean, it's just another place for you to go and buy cycling kit.
Because there's a lot of cynics in the GCN Tech audience.
Yeah, there
who
are.
often point out that cycling is all marketing, right? Or they say there's a lot of marketing and there's a lot of like pretension. Okay,
yeah.
It's nothing on the fashion world, and culottes proves it. There you go.
Just going off topic from your rant there slightly, I also saw this incredible outfit I thought you looked really good in. It's like a one-piece thing with a neckerchief and
it's got like a cravat thing going on. I would be a bit concerned about it's sort of like sexy Friar Tuck, but I'm a bit concerned about the rope catching in the wheels.
Yeah, you don't want that catching in your chain. If we can have a picture on the screen, we will. Next up in hot tech is actually something that I think was generally spotted at Unbound.
Yeah.
And that is some chat about potentially a new Shimano GRX group set. Now, we don't have all of any in-depth details about this.
We're Connor not spotted?
Well, we were going to ask Connor to get all the juicy details for us and stuff, but he said his time was taken up with preparing for this 200-mile race he was doing. Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Stay tuned for that. It's coming.
It would appear, anyway, some of the rumours flying around that it's potentially shifting to 12 speed. We don't know, and it would look like it's built around a mountain bike style cassette, so far bigger range of gears.
Interesting.
When there are concrete details about it, we'll confirm with everyone. There was also a new bike spotted at Unbound, a potentially unreleased new Canyon. Now, again, we don't have many details about it, but it's good to sort of bring it into light.
So they've got the Grail and the Grizzle. Are they gravel bikes?
Grail, Grizzle. Presumably, it's either going to be an updated one of those or a new third option.
Probably knows? That begins with G.
Maybe. Yeah, who knows? Subscribe to GCN Tech. When we have the details, you'll find out all about it.
Squeezy.
Next, yes.
Squeezy. You got one?
I've got one.
This is a new magic water bottle.
Yeah, it's
Hit me
actually...
with it. What's the details?
It's invented and made by a good friend of mine, Warren. So something he's been working on for a little while.
Bargy?
No, it's not. Warren from Fleet. It's a bottle which allows you to have gel in this little pouch here, and then you can put liquid inside here. Little switch on the top, so you can choose whether you get the gel dispensed out of the top, or do you want your liquid dispensed out of the top. People that this is good for, people who maybe struggle to eat on the bike, or you perhaps... So what do? Right, you're riding along, you're having a gel, you've got the wrapper. What do? Well, you put it in your pocket if you're a good citizen. As you do that, what do you get? Sticky fingers.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, or...
How many gels fit in the thing?
Well, it's kind of going to depend on what gels you're using, but somewhere between 3 and 4 gels you'll get in that. Obviously, if you use bigger gels, you're going to get less in there. But it also comes in a smaller 500ml version as well, which I think is quite cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. If it helps reduce litter, it's a good thing. If you want to find out more about the bottle, well, I mean, head over to their website, check it out.
Squeezy.
Yeah, there you go. Right, put that to rest on it.
Silka.
Yes.
Next.
You weren't here last week. Were you on holiday?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Well, I mentioned it last week in the show because it only just got delivered to us last minute to make the show. So on the shelf there, you grab it. Chain stripper and wax prep.
This stuff?
Yeah. What do you make of this? So, it's like uber strength degreaser, basically. So, name me the most frustrating bit about waxing your chain. Please say all of the preparation.
Yeah, the prepping thing is what takes the longest. Getting it clean.
All the different solutions and processes you go through. This is designed to replace that bit. And I thought I know I shared it in the Tech Show last week, but I thought I'd share it with you because I knew you'd be buzzing about it.
I saw as well when they were at Unbound, they were doing their thing about their campaign around this was like RIP
RIP, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. the fourth cat tat, because
you've got a fourth cat tat.
So they sent these little tattoos round. You know, the little sticky ones that you get when you're a kid with a comic book.
Come on, get a bit of calf out for the boys. Look at that.
Look at that, I've stuck it on.
Why have you stuck it on the outside of your left leg though?
I know, it should be on the inside of my right one. I didn't think about that. Maybe I've brushed up against your bike.
Well, no, mine's got a wax chain.
So yeah, there you go. No more fourth cat tats because you can wax your chain, keep your chain clean.
All right. We've got more new bikes to talk about actually. Something that was spotted at the Criterium de Dauphiné. Yes,
which is currently on GCN Plus right now.
Yes.
And it's the Dauphiné is a great race because it's arguably the most important warm-up race for the Tour de France and the best predictor of riders' form going into the Tour de France. And it's also where we often see loads of tech that's gonna be at the Tour, kind of like sneakily being used as like prototypes and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of bikes, and there's a couple of bikes we've spotted already. So yeah, a new BMC road bike has been spotted there. Interestingly, we've already seen and reported on a new BMC TT bike that was sort of spotted at Romandy.
Yeah.
But we've not really seen much since. So presumably that's coming too. And there's been no official details on that. But now there's a road bike. It's been spotted being ridden by Ben O'Connor at AG2R.
Yeah.
And it's presumably a replacement for the road machine, which has been around quite a while now. Mm-hmm. And it is starting to look a bit more antiquated. It's definitely nowhere near as aero as its competitors. And that's, I guess, where this comes in, because it looks super aero. But it doesn't look out and out, full-on aero bike like a Canyon Air Road. It looks
like a halfway house.
Yeah, like a lightway bike that's very aero. A bit like the new Lab 71 Cannondale.
Brands are doing that now. They're going lightweight aero. Another unreleased bike which was spotted, new Ridley potentially. So again, taking the similar route to what you just described about that BMC, Lotto Destiny currently have the Noah Fast available and the Helium bike to choose from. So you've got aero and you've got lightweight.
But the Helium is just not aero, like.
Yeah, this new bike looks like it merges the two together to make a lightweight aero bike.
Yeah.
Again, when we have all the mega details about it, we'll share them.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you think.
Easiest way to find out more about it is just to watch the live racing on GCN Plus. You'll see all the juicy details then, won't you? Right, more hot tech next week?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go on some comments.
So last week on the show, whilst you were on your hollybobs, having some pina coladas and doing lots of cycling, we had Isaac from GMBN come and join us.
Good old Isaac Mundy.
Yeah, we had a good time, actually. Isaac was mega.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of nice comments about him I saw. So David F2281 says, Isaac seems like an articulate person, and the state of his elbows presumably demonstrates his willingness to send it.
Yeah.
Right, I think, the scary thing about Isaac is that he's probably a better road cyclist than all of the GCN presenters.
Yeah, well, he's most recent from racing. He's good. I've done a few races with Isaac. Good guy.
Do you know what's also scary? In his first ever national hill climb champs, he was second.
Was he?
Yeah. So he's basically Andrew Feather.
Yeah. My hill climb career never really took off last year at the struggle, did it?
Neither did mine.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, people wanted some more crossover stuff, actually. So when we can, we'll do more GMBN stuff. Try and get Isaac involved.
Let's get Isaac versus Feather.
Not too soon, though, because he's still going to be really good at road cycling and show us up all the time.
But that's what we've got Feather for.
All right.
End Censorship 874 says, if I had a nickel every time GCN rated a Pinarello Superniced, I'd buy a Pinarello.
I picked this out because it just made me chuckle.
It's a fair one, yeah.
Yeah. I can't help it if a bike's nice. There's lots of other bikes we vote super nice.
There are, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of S-Works frames get voted super nice, I feel.
Yeah. Maybe that's the type of person that puts more effort into their photos. Who knows?
Anodizing vid.
Yeah, this was out last weekend.
That you did with Tom.
Yeah.
Sturdy.
Tudor La Catrine I143. Murdered that username, sorry. One of the top videos in this channel. Good questions, great answers. Overall, really good explanation on how this process works. Always wanted to understand it better. Now I know. Thank you, guys.
It looks proper cool, though, doesn't it?
It does look cool.
Yeah.
I was going to say how much I enjoyed being there, but the next comment confirms that from Jane Flakes. The pure joy on Alex's face during that was utterly adorable. Thanks for a lovely video. I was so happy. Now I sit at home drinking out of those titanium straws that are anodized with a little smile on my face. Yeah.
We also visited London South Bank University.
Yes.
Because we were learning about the land speed record that happens at Battle Mountain every year.
Those bikes? Well, bikes.
Yeah, so they're land speed record bikes. Technically, they're called human-powered vehicles. And
they're amazing.
They are unbelievable. You sit inside them and there's a camera, and then you have screens. It's like sitting inside a spaceship, but it's like a human torpedo. It's really cramped. It's really difficult to pedal inside them. But the tech and engineering involved in them is just like...
I watched that video, and I got to say, I found it incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
And what puts it into perspective is, like you say, about that little screen. You can't see anything. Now imagine going along the motorway in your car, removing any sort of safety element, having the tiniest thin bit of carbon fibre around you, and then
at 80 miles an hour. And so you're overtaking lorries,
and then looking at where you're going through the equivalent of a phone screen.
Yeah, nuts.
It's a no from me.
It's absolutely nuts.
If you want to find out more details about it, do check that video out. It's on the Tech Show.
So Barry Noob says, imagine if the UCI didn't exist and major bike brands can optimise recumbents in terms of power delivery, comfort and handling. They could have revolutionised man-powered human transport if some roads were built around those. It's a good point, actually. How efficient human transport could be if we all just got in those.
Yeah, if the might of big manufacturers got behind that, I think it would be amazing.
And the Fart on Fire said, could you do more on recumbents / velomobiles? They're interesting bikes.
We can do more.
I mean,
if people watch the videos, we'll make more of them.
That's it. Share, that video's done pretty well on views, but if more people shared it and there's more views and stuff, then that gives us the opportunity to go and do more stuff about that topic. So, yeah. All
right. Right, on to my favourite part of the show. It's the bike vault. You weren't here last week. I actually let Isaac have a little go on the bell. He did a good job on his first go. Most super nice from last week is from Combat's Claret.
Claret. Well, I don't know. It might be Claret. Yeah.
Yeah, Claret.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. There's a good chance.
Well, I don't know.
It's a ribble. Yeah, it's a ribble. I'm not familiar which model of this it is. I can't remember, but it looks nice. It's got a gold chain, so fist bump me.
I like the
Cool.
I mean, that's a custom paint job, isn't it? And
It
so
must
they've
be.
gone with a bit of gold on the bar tape, gold on the down tube, gold on the. That is a super nice.
Yeah, super nice.
Also, is it a shadow stand? What's holding it up?
I really have no idea.
I think there's a shadow stand, and they've like CGI'd it out.
AI'd it out.
It's a Wriggle Endurance SL
Oh yeah,
disc.
it's written right in front of me.
We've got a Colnago Master Olympic next, and this is from
Ivan.
226 IP.
Oh, look at this bike. God, that's going back when Campag used the different spoke lace on the rear wheels.
They still do that.
Oh, well, not quite as much as
yeah.
that, do they?
Yeah. Well, it's Shamals, isn't it? I mean, Shamals are just wicked. I'm
I
a
like
big
this
fan of
bike.
Shamals.
It's not in Biggie Smalls, but
It's not. I love that edition of Super Record though with that chain set. So,
Yeah.
like the sort of titanium thing going on. That is nice.
Can we Supernice that? I'd like to.
I mean, the curtain's weird. The
Curtain is weird.
floor is weird. It's not in Biggie Smalls, but I think we can.
Yeah, we
That's
can do
such
that.
a nice bike, isn't it?
Next in is from
Shibeldinsky
Shipodinsky.
Canyon Air Road
CFR.
with the new Corsa Pro. Oh, come on, that's easy.
Yeah,
Super nice.
that's good.
Also, how big is his garage door?
Is that a garage door?
I think that's the handle in the middle where the bottle cage is.
I mean, fair play for having a big garage door on you.
Wow.
Yeah, it was super nice. That valve's a bit long though.
Yeah, get some shorter valves. Really, really nice though.
Monaco Tobes with a cube new road. It's difficult to see. Crank's not aligned. Crank's the wrong way round. Not in Biggie Smalls.
Oh, do you know what I don't like?
Go on.
It's held up against that horrible rusty like metal post thing.
Yeah. Oh, so much
It's going to
potential.
scratch the frame, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
I'm not into that. Not into that.
Nah, it's a shame. Potential, but I'm not feeling it. It's just
Also,
nice.
I think you've got to be careful. Like the bike is very similar to the background colour.
Yeah.
You need to pick a background that makes it pop.
Needs to change the colour of the grass.
Yes.
Okay. Chris_spray with a Lightspeed T5 next.
Oh, Chris
I like
King
this.
headset, 3 T-forks.
105 group set of people.
Oh, big into that.
Yeah. The head tube looks massive on this bike.
It does, yeah.
I don't know why that is.
Nice and wide, nice big bearings in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I'm going to super nice
That's
it.
super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one is, what have we got?
Shibertus.
Shibertus. Another titanium bike.
Kinesis. I tell you what, the garage doors.
This is your group set you like.
That's the chain set I was on about earlier.
Yeah.
I think that's the best looking Dura
Yeah.
Ace chain set.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
The garage doors are really popular at the moment. But it's a good backdrop. If you've got it, makes the bike stand out.
All right.
It's good. Yeah. I'm
Surely
into
we
that.
got a super nice
That is titanium loveliness, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Next.
Pither, 1985.
Oh, this is a mega bike. This.
So what Pither's done is they've taken your £1,000 like, sort
Smashed
of
out of the park.
bike build target,
Yeah.
and they've presented this to you.
Yeah, which is kind of like a bike I'd really like. I'm actually trying to buy a bike like this at the
Classic
moment.
Trek OCLV.
Yeah. These bikes, I've got a soft spot for them.
Is that you a big fan of the Lance era?
I guess you could say that
Yeah.
in aspects of the bikes. Yeah.
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 US Postal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to give that a super nice all day long.
I am, but for me it's just creeping in as a super nice.
I can ring the bell quick enough.
Because the shadow stand, that stand they're using, is
That's
a bit,
not a
it's
shadow
a bit
stand.
ugly, isn't it? It's,
Yeah.
it's dominating.
Yeah.
The shrubbery needs a trim, and the lawn is unkempt.
I couldn't care where it is. I'm going to be super nice in this.
All right,
Yeah?
all right.
Thanks.
Nice, very clean cassette.
I'll have your dinner off that.
Yeah.
Right, that was the last bike in the bike vault for this week.
There's a lot of good ones this week.
Yeah, a mega one to end on as well. Love that. Oh, I love that bike. God, get in contact if you ever want to sell that. I might buy it.
Right.
Right, anyway, it's been a mega show. Good to have you back, man. Hope everyone's enjoyed the show. Let us know in the comments section what you think is the most beautiful part of cycling. And, we'll see you back here next week, shall we?
Love you, bye.
Ciao.